Meg 2 stars Jason Statham as he goes up against three ginormous sharks. So let's talk about Meg 2. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today I'll be talking about Meg 2, The Trench. So my initial thoughts on Meg 2 was that I was pleasantly surprised on this movie. Now, going into this film, I didn't expect much, nor did I take this movie seriously, because this is a film that has Jason Statham fighting a shark. And in this case, he fights three big sharks. So I did not care about anything else besides the popcorn blockbuster action palooza that this movie had to offer. And that's exactly what this movie gave me, and I was surprised and happy the entire time. Meg 2 has a lot of things that I enjoyed. The first thing that I enjoyed was the over-the-top action. This is the main sell point for this film, and it was everything that I was expecting and more. Jason Statham fights three large sharks, and every time he fights these sharks, this action is extremely over the top, extremely crazy, and that's exactly what I wanted. When I was watching this movie and Jason Statham is on a jet ski trying to fight these sharks, I was just having an absolute blast and loved every single second. There's other action sequences in this film that involve Jason Statham not fighting a shark, but he's fighting humans, and there's other characters that get into fights as well. And for me, while watching this and being a huge action fan, these action sequences were choreographed well and directed perfectly. So they were not choppy, not ugly, they were fine to watch. So the action for me was just through the roof, and I loved every second of it. Additional things that I enjoyed in Meg 2 would be that Jason Statham is in this movie. You pretty much can't go wrong when you catch Jason Statham in a film, and I think he tops it from what he did in the first Meg, and this is also one of the better movies that I've seen Jason Statham in quite some time. Another thing that surprised me about this movie that I enjoyed was the film's comedy. I wasn't expecting this movie to be funny, but when this film cracked jokes, I found myself to pretty much be laughing out loud in the theater, and I just had a great time with the jokes that this film told. Even though I enjoyed majority of Meg 2, this movie is by all means not perfect, and it has some issues. The first issue that I have is that some of these characters are really instantly forgettable, and I did not care about them at all whatsoever. The only characters that I kind of cared about were obviously Jason Statham and the returning characters from the first movie. The story, on the other hand, this story, again, is not supposed to be taken too seriously, and its job is supposed to entertain you from start to finish. Now, when you have movies that are doing this with huge sharks or trying to just give you what you want, you tend to find these films have a very terrible garbage movie. Yes, I'm looking at you, Godzilla, King of the Monsters, and the story is so bad that you can't look past anything because the story is so stupid and dumb that it just ruins everything. So in Meg 2, that is not the case. I didn't enjoy this story, but it's not a complete dumpster fire that insults you while watching it. You can at least sit down, enjoy your time from start to finish, but again, it's not the best story I've seen in my entire life, but for a movie that has three big sharks, it did exactly what it needed to do. Meg 2, The Trench, definitely surprised me. I knew exactly what I was getting into while going into this film, but this movie pretty much blew me out of the water. The action was so over the top that I loved every single bit of it, and Jason Statham was awesome once again. The story also wasn't a complete mess and made no sense, or was purposely terrible just to insult you because you're watching a movie about a big shark. So all in all, I was definitely surprised about this movie, and I truly enjoyed my experience from start to finish. So I'm going to give Meg 2, The Trench, a thumbs up. Here's my recommendation for Meg 2. I do recommend this movie. I think if you like films like this that have big monsters or big sharks, you're definitely going to have a good time watching this film. So I think this is just a great time to go to the theater for, or to just watch it in general. Get popcorn, get soda, and just have a great time watching it. There you have it. That's my review on Meg 2, The Trench. If you've seen Meg 2, let me know your opinions down below in the comments. If you haven't seen the movie, let me know what your favorite shark movie is, or what your favorite shark is. My favorite shark movie is Jaws. This is a perfect movie. You can't go wrong with it. and my favorite shark is the hammerhead shark because it looks so awesome. But that'll be it for me today. If you like this video, make sure you click that like button and consider watching another video on my channel. And if you like the stuff that I do here on my channel, make sure you're subscribed. That way I can see you next time. Till then, God bless, be safe, and I'll see you around. Peace.